Missed rows on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese must finds herself facing a storm she never expected. As league viewership slips, the once electric spotlight around her begins to dim. The praise that once followed her every move has twisted into doubt, with fans wondering if her media presence has done more damage than good. And when the numbers finally come in, they paint a far more unsettling picture than anyone
startling
was prepared
tale.
for.
Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball. That's not my opinion, it's a fact.
Hopes
Expectations were
when
quite
the newly launched league, hailed as a potential game-changer in women's basketball, burst onto the scene with a stunning 300,000 viewers tuning in for its first three games.
We've got to be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the greatest look in the world for Unrivaled.
Fans were excited to see how the league's brightest stars would rise on this new stage, with Angel Reese standing as one of the most hyped talents of all. But as the season unfolded, a troubling pattern began to take shape. Viewership started sinking fast, especially during the games where Ree took the floor. Some broadcasts now struggle to even hit 100,000 viewers when she plays, sparking a wave of uneasy questions about whether Angel Reese is failing to pull in fans the way
as
everyone
anticipated.
expected.
Unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people willing to watch.
Everyone thought that Angel
would rise above the rest of the league and spark a surge in ticket sales and viewership, much like Caitlyn Clark. However, as many fans now see, Angel simply doesn't generate the same impact. And with viewers turning to Kate Martin even reluctantly, a growing chorus insists that Angel Reese may no longer
even though they don't want
to.
But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese.
While other league stars continue to hold or even boost viewership whenever they step on the court, Reese's games tell a different story. Audience numbers plunge sharply whenever she plays, signaling that her presence may not be the draw everyone once believed. The drop in viewers is hard to ignore, and multiple factors could be at play. Maybe fans expected a more dominant, refined version of her game, or perhaps the professional competition exposes weaknesses that were hidden at the college level. Either way, the declining numbers send a worrying signal for both
at the
Reese
collegiate
and
level.
The league.
Is that the Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the biggest draw in the league.
One of the lowest points of Reese's early stint in the league came when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hall, who outshone her in several key areas and forced the coaching staff into a bold, unprecedented move. Reese was left on the sidelines, watching as Hull took over the role fans had expected her to dominate. When she finally returned to the court, the performance was far below expectations. Her usually commanding presence in the paint neutralized, her defensive missteps glaring, and her timing off. The confident, aggressive player fans adored was replaced by someone hesitant, out of sync, and at times completely lost. One gut-wrenching sequence saw Reese repeatedly beaten off the dribble, looking sluggish and unable to recover, while a failed putback layup rattled off the rim, instantly circulating across social media as a stark emblem of her struggles. With every stumble, the question grows louder. Is Reese truly a professional star, or a product of hype that just isn't translating at this
performances.
level?
Like, Angel Reese played over Azare. Like, they started Angel Reese in the fourth over Azare, and look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. Like, a terrible, terrible, terrible game.
The
drop in attendance
during Reese's games raises a glaring question. Why aren't fans sticking around to watch her? One answer could lie in the gap between expectation and reality. Entering the league with a powerful brand and massive social media following, many believed she would dominate as she did in college. But the professional stage is a different beast, and Reese clearly struggles against top-tier competition. Fans who came expecting that same level of dominance were left disappointed and turned elsewhere. While she remains a strong rebounder who thrives in the paint, a league increasingly obsessed with versatility, shooting, and pace may find her style less thrilling to watch. Her inconsistent impact, amplified by the recent benching in favor of Lexi Hall, only fuels the perception of struggle. When a player once hailed as a future star finds herself sidelined, it shakes not just her confidence but also that of fans, leaving many to wonder if mental hurdles are holding her back and making them less
Seeing her
eager to
perform.
tune in.
Unbelievable. Lexi Hall showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting worked.
For
For Angel Reese,
the early days in the league have been nothing short of humiliating, with viewership plunging whenever she takes the court and on-court struggles making the spotlight feel heavy. It remains to be seen whether this is just a temporary slump or a stark exposure of her true limitations. One thing is clear. Social media fame and past accolades won't be enough to reclaim her star status. The league promised a fresh start for women's basketball, but for Angel Reese, it's shaping up to feel more like a brutal reality check. The upcoming games will be decisive, determining whether she can rise and prove herself, or if the league and its fans are ready to move on without her. The buzz is loud. It's time for her to show she's more than a name. She has to be a game changer on the
court too.
But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed. And her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000.
Standing
logo, firmly at
ready for a deep three, Angel Reese aimed for a signature moment, one that would cement her dominance and silence her critics. But instead of the satisfying swish, the ball sailed through the air and clanged harshly off the rim. The miss so sharp it drew a collective groan from the crowd. What should have been her defining highlight turned into a harsh reminder. The moment she dreamed of slipping through her fingers in front of everyone watching.
She's incredible. She's got range that you have to pick her up basically as soon as she crosses the half court line because she's dangerous from everywhere. Like you're watching shooting against her. Like Caitlyn Clark's going to be in that conversation here for years. Not like that girl can flat out shoot.
Even
despite the league being
highly anticipated names, Kate Martin quietly proved she was the true breakout star of Unrivaled, while Reese struggled to find her rhythm. Martin had established herself as the team's most reliable force, needing no hype because her performance spoke volumes. The contrast with Reese was undeniable. Martin was the engine, dominating both ends of the floor with relentless energy. Every time Reese drove to the hoop, it was Martin's toughness that set the tone. Despite Reese dishing assists and battling for loose balls, she was met head-on and sent crashing by Martin's clean, forceful defense. That moment felt symbolic. One athlete struggling to meet expectations, the other surpassing them at every turn. From tip-off to buzzer, Reese's team was overpowered by the Laces, whose precision exposed every flaw. While Reese floundered, Martin controlled the tempo, delivered in crucial moments, and led her team to yet another decisive victory. By the final buzzer, the scoreboard told the story. Kate Martin was the only undeniable star emerging from Unrivaled so far. Quiet but commanding, skilled, tough, and relentless, she carried her team forward, while Reese's squad continued to stumble and falter.
So there's probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like, the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought kind of, Liz Kitley's probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought Deasia Fair was going to make that team. But Deasia Fair gets cut, Kate Martin makes the team, and within 5 games, she is a starter.
The league
designed
which
to
was spotlight elite talent, is already struggling to keep viewers engaged. And Reese's ongoing struggles only amplify doubts about whether she can prove herself as more than just a name. On this night, Kate Martin undeniably stole the show, with the Laces asserting their dominance. But the reality hits harder when imagining Caitlyn Clark in Unrivaled. She would be raining down logo threes, torching defenders, and putting on a shooting clinic, highlighting the gap between her play and everyone else's. Unrivaled promised a fresh, exciting chapter for women's basketball, but without the game's true superstars, it's falling short. Ratings are slipping, the initial buzz is fading, and the league's reliance on star power has exposed a depth problem. Even with notable names on the roster, Clark is gearing up for another historic WNBA season. A once-in-a-generation talent whose skill, range, and ability to command attention reveal just how much the league is missing when its brightest stars
Command an
aren't on the
audience.
court.
Was in the lab shooting, but this is just, man, spectacular. Look at her getting it in, bro. 54 shots in 3 minutes. Got fast, she getting them shots off.
One of the league's few undeniable standouts, Kate Martin has proven her worth time and again. Tough, versatile, and fearless in high-pressure moments. Her relentless play, including a hard but clean tackle on Angel Reese, set the tone for her team's victory. Yet even as Martin rises, the league still lacks a defining superstar capable of truly elevating its profile. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has struggled to match the hype, her missed deep three, a shot reminiscent of Clark's signature, serving as a stark reminder of the gap between confidence and execution. The Laces remain undefeated, showcasing the cohesion and precision other teams can't match. While that miss underscored a broader failure to deliver on the league's lofty promises. When Lexi Hall is making layups and hauling in rebounds, it only amplifies the question. Is it time to reconsider Reese's role? As Unrivaled searches for its identity each season, Caitlyn Clark continues to break records, expand her game, and prove why she is the most captivating force in women's basketball. With Clark preparing for another historic run, the league struggles to generate excitement without its most
Just a missed
magnetic
shot.
star.
If Lexi Hall is making the layups, man, and getting rebounds, you might as well just go ahead and trade Angel Reese if you're the Laces. What are they? The Lace?
At first
While
glance,
unparalleled
Unrivaled seemed destined for success. Big names, fresh matchups, and an exciting new league format. But without a true generational talent like Caitlyn Clark, it's struggling to stay relevant. While Unrivaled battles to build lasting credibility,
lucrative
Clark's
star.
choice.
On her birthday, we take no days off over here, folks. We take no days off over here. Caitlyn Clark in the gym, of course, getting in some work on her birthday. The job is not done.
To focus
first
on
sight,
the WNBA proves wiser with each passing game as the league's buzz slowly fades. Angel Reese must realize that hype alone won't carry her. And with more eyes now on every